the talk, ain't beef for the birds. Interrogation, I won't say a word. On my body check every day like the first. I know they want.
YouTube, what's good with y'all? It's your boy BREEZE, and I'm back here with another P Diddy video. P Diddy has been in the news a lot lately. Yeah, a lot of shit has been coming out within the time frame of him being in prison, and you know, with these fucking Diddy party allegations and shit. And allegedly, I don't know the truth, but allegedly he got Nipsey Hussle sent upstairs. Let's see what Wack 100 talking about. Let's see what this nigga talking about.
Wack 100 just said what everyone else was too scared to say, that Nipsey didn't die over street drama, but because people in the industry wanted him silenced. And guess who he's hinting at? Diddy. Wack claims Puff might have been forced to make a deadly move. We hear people talk about it time and time again.
Homie, they killed Nip too. Let's not forget, homie, they killed Nipsey Hussle. Eric Holder was not a lone actor in that.
So what is that Wack 100 actually said about Nip, Puffy, and the industry? Wack's been telling folks he's seen a certain video involving Nip, something explicit, something damaging. He never shows the footage, but he swears it exists. And every time he brings it up, the internet goes into a frenzy. Some people say he's lying, others say he's trying to send a message. Whatever the case may be, Wack believes this video was being used to control Nipsey while he was alive. According to him, this wasn't just street drama, it was manipulation from the inside. That sounds a lot like some stuff that Diddy would pull off, and Diddy and Nip did work together.
Hey yo, we in here finishing up this Nipsey in stores February 16th.
Yeah,
Victory lap.
Sound like a bad boy, yeah, one of them things.
One of them classics.
Yeah.
Now Brick Baby, another voice in LA circles, came out and called cap. He basically said if something like that really existed, it would have leaked already. And even platforms like Vlad TV, who's never been shy about digging up dirt, said they received a photo but decided not to post it out of respect for Nip. So where's the truth?
What do you think about Wack 100 and some of the Nipsey comments? He was talking about a tape that he's seen before.
Yeah, see, but then he never really came out and said that publicly until Hassan Campbell did the bullshit.
Whatever the truth may be, Wack being Wack, he was probably trying to make a bigger point here. This ain't just about Nip, there's a bigger system in place. Like there are gatekeepers in the industry who pull strings, protect certain people, and silence others. When he brings up Diddy, he doesn't say too much directly, but he implies a lot. Stuff like powerful figures being part of something bigger. Wack talks slick. He throws things out without giving full details, just enough to get people talking. Sometimes it sounds like he's deflecting, like he's protecting his own position by keeping the spotlight on somebody else. Other times it feels like he's dropping warnings. But ever since Wack started bringing Nipsey up again, people have been trying to piece together the puzzle. Some think Wack slipped up and revealed how blackmail works in the music industry, how certain artists get boxed in by secrets and threats. Others feel like he's just chasing clout, trying to stay in the spotlight by name-dropping legends. If you've been keeping up, you already know Wack 100 loves controversy. He lives on Clubhouse and podcasts, always name-dropping and stirring mess. He's argued with everybody from Amber Rose to artists like Gunna. But there's just something about Nip and Diddy that makes you listen closely every time Wack speaks. Just a few weeks ago, he said how we might hear from Diddy soon from the courtroom, and that he'll tell us that he slept with Nip's baby mama, Lauren.
Diddy up there wildin'. Yeah. He finna let people know he was hitting Nip baby mama. You see it's coming out. Cause you know Cassie and her was best friends.
Wack didn't mince words when he said Diddy had something going on with Lauren London, and the timing is real messy too. He brought this up while Diddy's already getting dragged through the courts with all these new allegations and wild testimonies flying left and right. Wack thinks the Lauren Diddy connection comes through Cassie, Diddy's ex, and now a key figure in his legal mess. Lauren and Cassie were tight, so it wouldn't be too shocking if Lauren was also tied into that world of freak-offs. So basically, he's implying Nipsey, Lauren, and Diddy were all moving in the same social circle, and maybe doing more than just socializing. Wack even went as far as saying Lauren introduced Nipsey to Diddy, which low-key adds a whole new layer to the drama. Now, Wack ain't show no receipts, of course, but it makes you wonder, if Diddy did get involved with Lauren in any way, would he go as far as taking out Nip because of it? I mean, we did get confirmation that he almost took out Kid Cudi once he got close to Cassie. Diddy is one jealous dude, we know that. But would he really go that far? Who knows? Things only get stickier from here. One piece of testimony that Wack latched onto was from Capricorn Clark, Diddy's former assistant. She said Lauren was at a gathering where Diddy controlled Cassie. But again, no mention of anything sexual between Diddy and Lauren. Still, Wack ran with it. DJ Academics even called him out, saying, "I thought you were just talking show tea." But Wack doubled down and used that same testimony as his so-called proof that Lauren and Diddy might have been closer than we knew.
She says, yes, Mrs. London, Lauren London, was there. Okay. Chef Jordan was also in the other room. I ain't gonna lie, Wack. I thought you was just talking shit.
Real talk. Wack got his own little game going on. He never gives you the full story, just enough to get people talking. And if somehow what he said turns out to be true, he'll just come back in and hit you with that good old, "I told you." Now some think Wack's hinting at real secrets that could blow up later, but others feel like he crossed the line, especially by bringing Lauren into this mess and hinting at the fact that Nipsey's death might be tied to Diddy. But could there actually be more to it? Let's check that relationship between Diddy and Nip a bit further. On the surface, it looked like a regular music collab, but if you dig just a little deeper, it starts giving very much industry secrets, power moves, and possibly some shady business behind closed doors. Let's start with Nipsey. Nip was never the type to play industry puppet. He stood for ownership, independence, and uplifting the community, real boss moves that made some people in the music game very uncomfortable.
As I was educated in music, that's what the production company does. You know, that's what the label do. I was paying for rent. I was a hustler.
He was the one who would tell artists to keep their masters, build in their hoods, and basically sidestep all the traps that gatekeepers like to set. That energy made him a whole problem for the status quo. Diddy, on the flip side, has been in the game forever. He's credited for shaping hip-hop business-wise, but the cloud of scandal around him lately is impossible to ignore. Now, as for their relationship, a lot to be said there. Diddy worked on Nipsey's final album, Victory Lap. Nip actually asked him for help to level it up. This wasn't just some random collab. Nip was looking for mentorship on both music and business moves. Nip praised Diddy's production experience and the fact that he built artists from scratch.
Yeah, listen to what I'm saying in my interviews, learn me, get in your Puff Daddy the producer bag and throw me some alley-oops, I'ma catch him. And that was like the original combo we had.
Not to mention, Nipsey always thought that Diddy had a good taste in music and he trusted him with that.
Puff taste was always like premier. And so, you know, I just was like, it'd be dope.
But he also knew that behind every successful album, there's a lot of stuff going on not related to music.
Man, you know, I came and pressed play on Puff. I let him hear the whole album, top to bottom. You know, I look at Puff like a Quincy Jones or like a Berry Gordy, or just hip hop.
And according to Diddy, they had mutual respect. After Nipsey passed, Diddy even supported Lauren through that whole tragic moment, helping with the funeral. As sweet as all that sounds, there's another side to this story. Nipsey didn't want to play that industry game, and that might have made him a threat. Nipsey refused to be controlled, and that might have made some powerful folks real nervous. Nipsey's refusal to sell out is a big reason why the culture loved him so much. He was out here walking the walk, not just talking it, and that unshakable integrity might have ruffled some feathers in high places, especially if Diddy and others really do have this network of secrets to maintain control. So it's safe to say that the ties between Nip and Puff are complicated. On one hand, Diddy supported Nipsey's vision and was there during some real moments. But on the other hand, that association is tangled up in everything we've been hearing about Diddy lately. The rumors, the lawsuits, the creepy parties, and the claims of manipulation. But this story ain't quite over because there's more people who spoke up about Nipsey and the fact that he got close to Diddy. Now, for those who don't know, Gene used to be deep in the bad boy camp. He was head of security and saw it all behind the scenes. And now, he's out here saying that Nipsey's death might not have been as straightforward as it looked. Gene thinks Nip made a mistake by getting close to Diddy. He didn't go as far as saying that he got sacrificed, but it's definitely sus. Nip always said he wanted the same vibe of Biggie's album, Life After Death, and Gene thinks Diddy took that seriously.
He said, I wanted that same feel as Life After Death. That same feel was that Biggie got murdered.
According to Gene, Nipsey told Diddy he wanted that Biggie sound for his project. The same iconic sound that Diddy helped create for Biggie's Life After Death album. Nip talked about it too.
That's one of the things I love about Biggie catalog is, you know, it was always like a tag team energy on them records. And
before I finished the album, I took it to Puff, and I was just like...
Diddy actually ended up being involved in Victory Lap, and you can hear him on the track Young Nye, hyping Nipsey up. To most people, this was a creative decision. Nipsey wanted to honor that classic sound and bring that rich, cinematic feel to his own work. But Gene sees something deeper there. In Gene's mind, Nipsey asking for that Biggie sound wasn't just about production. He sees it as symbolic. Remember, Life After Death dropped right after Biggie was murdered, and the album became a legendary posthumous release. So when Nipsey aligned himself with that same vibe, it makes you wonder if that move tied him to a legacy that's known for tragedy, just as much as it is for greatness. It's almost like he unintentionally stepped into a cursed blueprint. Now, most people in the industry think Nipsey was just inspired. He admired what Diddy did with Biggie's sound and wanted to channel that timeless energy for Victory Lap. It wasn't about coded messages or dark symbolism. Still, a lot of people have noticed that artists seem to die right after they hit a major breakthrough. And when you realize that Diddy was around during pivotal moments in both Biggie and Nipsey's careers, it does make you raise an eyebrow. Add in all the rumors about industry blackmail, secret parties, and hidden agendas, and it starts sounding like it's possible. Gene Deal and others claim Diddy got receipts from his artists, footage from private parties, compromising situations, and more. These things are used to control artists, keeping them in line or silencing them when needed. We saw him do it with Cassie. Diddy is someone who knows how to play the game and enforce the rules. Meanwhile, Nipsey wasn't going for any of that. He was independent, owned his masters, and stayed true to his message. Almost makes you wonder if Nip became a threat to the system.